Once upon a time, in the vibrant city of Nairobi, where the rhythm of life pulsed through the bustling streets, there lived a young woman named Kioni. She toiled away in a bustling office, her days filled with the hum of computers and the chatter of coworkers. It was amidst this daily chaos that she first laid eyes on Jack, a man from America whose presence seemed to light up the room. From the moment their gazes met, there was an undeniable connection between Kioni and Jack. Despite the differences in their backgrounds, they found solace in each other's company, their friendship blossoming into something deeper with each passing day. Yet, their budding romance faced formidable obstacles. Jack's family held traditional values that clashed with the idea of him being with a Kenyan woman like Kioni. And Kioni, burdened by societal expectations and the fear of judgment, kept their blossoming relationship hidden from the world. Despite their efforts to resist, love prevailed. They stole moments together in secret, finding solace in each other's arms amidst the chaos of their lives. But fate had other plans in store for them. One fateful night, in a whirlwind of passion, Kioni and Jack's worlds collided in the most unexpected way. As weeks turned into months, Kioni discovered she carried Jack's child, a testament to the depth of their love. Terrified and alone, Kioni faced a harsh reality. Jack, torn between his heart and his obligations, made the difficult decision to leave her behind, succumbing to the pressure of his family's expectations. As whispers of Kioni's pregnancy spread through the families and friends, she became the subject of cruel gossip and judgment. Labeled a prostitute and shunned by society, she bore the weight of their condemnation with stoic resolve. Meanwhile, Jack, haunted by regret and consumed by sorrow, found himself unable to forget the woman he left behind. Despite his family's disapproval, he returned to Nairobi in search of Kioni, determined to make amends for his past mistakes. When he returned, he couldn't find her because she could not stand the shame and embarrassment she was facing. Jack looked everywhere for her but no luck. She decided to give the child up for an adoption to a very rich couple that couldn't have a child. They asked her to stay in their home to raise the child until he was 5, but he must not know that she was his mother. Jack returned back home to the USA despite looking everywhere. The child was very handsome and Kioni took care of him passionately. As she was paid generously for the adoption of her son, so she decided to invest the money to start life all over. After 5 years, she accepted her fate and moved on. She opened a restaurant and was doing very well. 6 years passed, and Jack's longing for Kioni never waned. Despite his efforts to move on, thoughts of her lingered in the depths of his heart, a constant reminder of the love he left behind. As fate would have it, Jack's company once again sent him back to Kenya for another project, reigniting a spark of hope within him. Perhaps, just perhaps, he would have the chance to find Kioni again and make amends for the pain he caused. Meanwhile, Kioni had forged a new life for herself, far from the whispers and judgment of the past. Her restaurant had flourished, becoming a beloved spot in Nairobi where locals and tourists alike gathered to savor her delicious cuisine. Yet, despite her outward success, Kioni carried a burden deep within her soul, the pain of losing Jack and the son they shared. She had buried her feelings for him, convincing herself that their love was nothing but a fleeting dream. One fateful evening, as Jack wandered the streets of Nairobi, he stumbled upon Kioni's restaurant. His heart skipped a beat as he caught sight of her through the window, a rush of emotions flooding his senses. With trembling hands, Jack pushed open the door and stepped inside, his eyes searching for the woman who had captured his heart so many years ago. And there she was, more beautiful than he remembered, her eyes meeting his with a mixture of surprise and apprehension. For a moment, time stood still as Jack and Kioni gazed at each other, the weight of their shared past hanging heavy in the air. And then, without a word, Jack crossed the room and took Kioni's trembling hands in his own. "I never stopped loving you," he whispered, his voice choked with emotion. "I made a mistake leaving you, and I've regretted it every day since." Tears welled in Kioni's eyes as she looked into Jack's soulful gaze, feeling a flood of emotions wash over her. In that moment, the walls she had built around her heart came crashing down, and she allowed herself to feel the love she had buried for so long. But as they embraced, a voice called out from the shadows, breaking the spell of their reunion. It was the son they had shared, now a bright-eyed boy of 6, who had followed his curiosity to the restaurant that evening because he had told his adopted parents that he had missed Keone and had to go see her, so they dropped him with her for the weekend. As Jack and Keone looked into the innocent eyes of their son, a sense of awe and wonder washed over them. Here was the living embodiment of their love, a testament to the bond they shared despite the obstacles that stood in their way. In that moment, Jack knew that was his child and he couldn't let Keone slip away again. He vowed to make amends for the pain he caused and to be the father their son deserved. And with Keone by his side, he knew that together, they could overcome any challenge that lay ahead. Overwhelmed by bitterness and pain, Keone rushed through the back door of the restaurant, clutching their son tightly to her chest. Unable to face Jack in her current state, she disappeared into the night, leaving Jack standing alone, his heart heavy with the weight of their past. And so, in the heart of Nairobi, where dreams collide and destinies intertwine, the tale of love and sacrifice reaches its bittersweet conclusion. For Jack and Keone, their journey may have ended, but the echoes of their love story will linger in the city's bustling streets for generations to come. As the feeling of love is evident and undeniable between these two souls, we hope the future and destiny speaks better chances. Await the next series about Keone and Jack. Thank you for watching our YouTube video, we really appreciate you. Please like our videos and subscribe to our channel so that you may be getting our notifications as we drop new videos. Remain blessed.